Well gang, happy 2025. So we're starting off the new year like how we did exactly the same last year with a car racing manga review. And also, if the lighting looks different, I bought a new light and now all my money is gone. So yeah, anyways, let's get right into this. When I was a wee young lad watching the TV, one of my favourite shows was obviously detective shows. And one of those shows was a little show called Knight Rider. Now, if you don't know, Knight Rider is basically about this guy and his robotic car that basically just sass talks its way through the 80s.
Hell no, I want to know who you are and how you're listening in.
There's no reason for increased volume. I am scanning your interrogatives quite satisfactorily.
And then this guy who's in the leather jacket presses some buttons thinking that he's in charge, and they do detective stuff. It was a very good show. Oh yeah, and also the car has an evil twin. What if it was in manga format? Well, then we get the manga called AI Pato. And I briefly mentioned this in one of my older videos, the racing manga review video. I got it here somewhere. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna read it again because I didn't read it since last year. So I read it again, and yeah, now I want to talk about it. So the story follows this guy called Ricky, and he's being moved to a new department to test out a brand new police vehicle. And you probably think, oh good, that's a good thing. Turns out the police vehicle in question is just an itasha. And quickly, for those who don't know what itasha is, they are basically just cars with anime girls in them. Typically like racing cars and drift cars tend to use them, but also people like to make their own ones, and they can go from really cool to really fucking diabolical really quickly. And well, at least this police car is better than whatever the hell the shitty Peugeots that the British police are using. Oh my god, those things are crap. Oh, and did I mention that the police car in question is actually a Nissan Skyline R34 GTR, because that is quite literally the greatest car that has ever been made. So the car in question is called the Patty 2000, aka the, I've got actually got to look at my script for this, the patrol car with artificial intelligence and technical illustration, which is definitely like a Knight Rider reference of some variety. So Ricky has to drive this car, but the actual car itself, the girl on the car, is able to move around and talk to him. It becomes very chaotic very quickly. And on the first mission, Ricky ends up spilling some like cup ramen all over the interior because it just happened, and then Pato, the car, just starts having a go at him. But then shit gets really interesting because some guys on motorbikes start harassing them, so they chase them. Ricky takes one down, but unfortunately gets tased by one of them, so Pato turns into an anime girl and beats the shit out of both of them, and then they arrest them as well. And keep in mind, that's just the first chapter. It gets even more crazier throughout the series. They give her new Patty the new costumes, the ability to somehow put out fires as well, and then Patty gives Ricky like a piggyback ride while in the middle of a police chase while she's turned into a fucking human. And then also we get introduced to like a sort of evil twin variety of the Patty cars, which definitely gives us some Kit versus car vibes, but unfortunately it's not evil anymore. It's not evil like car. Also, I do find it funny how Patty the car literally has some like slight tsundere tendencies throughout the manga, which is quite funny. And also, one of the chapters is called Initial P, which I think is most definitely a reference to a certain 1990s street racing manga and anime series, but I can't put my finger on which one it is. Also in chapter 2, Ricky names the car Gatao. At least I think that's how you say that name, but meh. And then also, like, yeah, he loses a fighting game to the car, which is a robot, which is pretty much a guarantee. And then the robot's like, take me out on a date. What? Let's just hope he doesn't turn into that guy who really liked this car in My Strange Addiction, because, yeah, that's gonna be bad. Moving on to art. Now, I did not attend art school. I never even applied in the first place to an art school, but, like, I think the art is pretty nice. And also, I'm not an artist, so take that with a tablespoon of salt. So, and now in terms of like storytelling, the manga isn't your next like Berserk or like Monster. It's more of just like a turn your brain off wacky human thing that you can read to just like laugh, if you couldn't already tell by now. And the whole point of the manga is just to have fun. Like, there's nothing really like deep in the plot wise, unless, as far as I could read. I don't know, I can't read. Now, there are a few things that I would like the manga to do. This is more along just putting more Knight Rider references in. Like, there would have been a cool thing if, like, the police car got into a high-speed police chase, and then they engage, like, super hot pursuit mode. Wait, it's called that, right? No, super pursuit mode. Kind of like a Knight Rider. Like, where, like, some bits come out of the car and he ends up going super quick. If they could have done that, that would have been pretty cool. And also, just, like, more of this, because I really enjoyed it, and I really want to read more, but it's only a one-shot, which is quite sad. but I had quite a lot of fun reading it. Now, overall for me, this manga was definitely a 9 out of 10. It was really good, and I really loved the Knight Rider references, and I really hope they were Knight Rider references, because otherwise I'll probably be just talking out my ass. So, anyways, if you like car manga, you should definitely watch this video here, where I talk about the manga Overrev. Anyways, thank you for watching, happy 2025, and goodbye.